Today's episode is brought to you by AdamandEve.com.
Yeah, they do adult stuff. They've been in biz for 45 years and they have 24/7 customer service. What would you use their customer service for? Tech support?
Go to AdamandEve.com and get 50% off one item and free shipping to any order in the United States and Canada by using promo code MODERN.
Yeah, speaking of which, what is this doing here?
I'm thirsty.
Brian, can you talk for me?
Yes, check 1, 2, test.
Check.
Check 1, 2, peanut butter.
The arsonist has oddly shaped feet.
It's kind of flat. I wonder if I left this out overnight.
You poor fool, Mr. Brushwood.
Is this a spy camera thing again? Are you doing a spy camera thing?
We have replaced your Diet Mountain Dew with lemon lime Gatorade.
But it's still 0 calorie though, right?
That's not the question. Who replaced the beverage? Who?
Oh, wait, we're doing a thing. Which one of you diabolical bastards has substituted my elixir? I must use fingerprints to figure it out?
Yeah,
This.
we're gonna. That's better. Use the pipe. Yeah.
What game are you gentlemen playing?
The game is afoot, Mr. Brushwood. All right, one of us has replaced your Diet Mountain Dew with lemon lime Gatorade. We're going to give you one fingerprint on here, and you have to determine which of us did the deed.
Okay, so we have a fingerprint. I assume what? There's some kind of fingerprint powder. It's like a sticky tape thing or something?
If you remember on the TV show, we used luminol.
Luckily, alarms are only as good as the deactivation code that owners assign to them. I brought along common tools that a burglar might use to help me hack the system. Print powder and a cheap UV light. Since owners enter the same numbers over and over, the passcode's buttons are usually especially oily and are illuminated by the black light. Many homeowners opt for a standard 4-digit code. In this case, the only numbers that have been pressed are 1, 9, and 0.
Now, traditionally, they use aluminum powder
Yes.
in actual crime investigations, but this one we can make our own.
Cornstarch
All right.
and a little bit of crafting time.
Uh-oh. We're always good at that.
What we need to do is create basically soot on these plates. So we're gonna pour some starch as our base powder. So now what we need to do is burn some matches on the underside of this plate.
Okay, so
One thing that Corey's not telling us is not to use paper plates, because it won't work if you use paper plates.
These are porcelain plates. So now what we need to do is scrape this as much as we can off into that pile right there.
okay.
So this isn't like super exact, where you have to have one part of this and one part of
Oh,
that.
look at
Just-
this, look at this.
Oh, you're actually getting more than I thought.
Yeah, look, you can see it curling up as I push it in. Looks like a fair amount, like maybe almost a teaspoon of it, you think, Jason?
Yeah, that's about right. So you think that's enough, Corey, or should we keep going?
Let's give it a shot. So let's go ahead and chop that up just a little bit, to a little finer. And then we can go ahead and dump it onto that pile.
Well, here, I'm gonna put it on this side because, I mean, if we only need a little bit of it, then it seems like we could drag over just a matching amount over there. Like that.
Yeah, looks good.
I'll go ahead and mix.
Yeah, mix it up.
Okay. This looks like a totally legitimate and legal thing to be doing right now. So that's all there is to it. Is that our powder?
That's it. That's the powder. So now what we need to do is empty out the liquid from the jar and then sprinkle the powder on and then dust it off.
Oh, this is an actual fingerprint brush.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You can use makeup brushes as long as they're clean, but you just want something that's really soft bristles so you don't brush the powder off of the oil of the fingerprint.
Okay. You just bottoms up.
I tried to empty it too fast.
So what seemed to work good for me is scooping some of it up and making a pile on where the fingerprint is.
Oh, okay. And then brushing
And
over
then,
it?
So you don't have to do a lot, just a little bit.
All right.
Oh, that really pops.
Yeah.
So we'll take some tape, regular clear tape, or this is actually fingerprint tape, but
Oh, actual fingerprint tape.
yeah.
Okay.
Or it says
Inspector Murphy.
forensic fingerprint lift pads.
So you could probably just use like packing tape or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
any clear tape.
Inspector Murphy.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, I don't see any air bubbles. I think you're good. So how do you preserve these once it's pulled?
There are methods that you can use with like super glue to raise them up, and actually some of them have been used to actually fabricate fingerprints to crack into phones.
So, I mean, this works, but it's pretty splotchy.
Now, for comparison, Corey, you did this one, and this method was pouring the powder directly onto the print rather than brushing it on.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's much better.
So I think there's something to your technique. That's probably it.
At least with this kind of powder, maybe.
So is this the same finger?
Yes, this is the same finger from a previous test.
Then I'm gonna use the good one. I'm gonna put this on this because it's a dark background and it'll stay stuck so I can take a picture of it.
Wow.
Oh, look
Ooh,
at that.
Yeah, that looks good.
Oh,
Right?
wow. Okay.
So now I guess I just need prints to inspect. Maybe I could just take a picture of the fingers the same way. And then I could kind of do A/B test and see if we could figure it out.
All right.
Okay, so here, I'll take another one. All right, so I got 4 suspects. I've got Corey's pinky, I've got Corey's ring, I've got Jason's. Okay, so what I want to do is compare this guy. And I notice broad, big loops on top. It's a tight whorl pattern. I'm talking like I know any of this stuff. So far as I know that there's like loops, swirls, and swirls or something like that. Oh, there we go. So like in this case, I would look for the very center there. You can see on this one, it's almost like a closed loop in there, and you can see like a 3-fingered thing happening.
Fingerprints look weird all close up.
Yeah, right? But the one that we just saw is definitely a possibility. This one's definitely not. This one's eliminated. This is the first one that we took of yours.
Yep.
You can see it's totally closed loop in the middle, and it's not on that one. This one's, oh man, I feel like a real detective. Oh, where's my, there we go.
There we go. There we
Now
go.
you've got it.
Now to the second. We go to Jason's ring finger. It actually looks like an ocean wave, and then it stops right there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a maybe. I can't entirely eliminate that one. So this is Corey's pinky. This is the one with the closed off triple thing. It does have the rainbow arcs. Oh, here we go, but we can look for this. You can see one of the rainbow arcs splits right here.
Oh.
So we could check that
Good
against.
catch. Yeah.
Maybe you would call it that one.
Yeah, look, right there. Right?
Well, that's 2 of them coming together. Oh, that's actually a good thing. Let's look for that. So we have a case where 2 of them come together, and we can check Corey's pinky, and he does not have that. All of his pinky threads split. 1 goes to 2, 1 goes to 2. I just realized that everything is now flipped. So now, I'm gonna say, and this is just super not scientific, I'm gonna guess that anybody could take the photos that we just showed, and if you wanna play at home, take the screen grabs and make your own guess. But just looking at the general shape, the size of the finger, this definitely looks like a ring finger and not a pinky, so I'm eliminating both pinkies. Your fingerprints look obviously different than Corey's, so I'm gonna say this is Corey's ring finger. Sorry, I accuse Corey in the studio with the ring finger.
He is indeed correct. Solved it.
Dude, that was so much fun, and I can't believe, I mean, it works just the way you would figure it would. It didn't feel exactly like rocket science.
I never really paid attention to the patterns of fingerprints and everything, but they are distinctly different, and it was weird looking at them. It's kind of gross.
Well, and especially the 2 of yours side by side, it's like it's night and day. And yes, it would be hard for me to guess between your pinky and your ring finger, or your pinky and your ring finger. I'd have to look for little things. But like as almost like personalities, they're pretty obvious.
I guess now they're gonna find out about all those drifters you murdered in Oklahoma back in the 90s.
With his pinky.
With his pinky.
To my left, you will see
the mirror where I watched it all happen. I have no idea which one of you did it.
I thought you were going to point to your scheme of how you figured it all out.
Oh yeah. All of a sudden you weren't looking. I have a whole Pepe Silva whiteboard up there.
I thought you were going to point to Dave, and I was like, Dave doesn't have fingers. I don't understand.